Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, and everyone in between, my name is Nikki, and welcome back to another Killer Instinct video. As some of you may or may not know, I recently traveled to a tournament called Texas Showdown for Killer Instinct, and I won! Today I wanted to be doing some matchup analysis of the characters that I used and the characters that I fought in this top 8 in this tournament. I thought it'd be kind of cool to explain my thought process in a competitive environment in an offline setting. To show you guys like what kind of goes through my head while I'm competing. But before we get into the analysis, make sure you guys check out Maticus. The links will be above to support him. He streamed Killer Instinct at Texas Showdown 2022. So shout outs to him for running a great stream for our tournament. Thank you so much. And as always, subscribe if you love Killer Instinct. Leave a thumbs up on the video if you like the video, and leave me a comment in the comment section below if you totally hate my blonde hair. It is what it is. All right, let's get into these matches. So, first match of Winter Side Top 8, I picked Hisako versus Veneno. I'm really comfortable going with this character here because I felt like it was probably what was best. For me personally, I really like Jago. I really like fighting Jago with Hisako. She has great ways to control his knockdown. You could OS the DP with the parry, and I really like using Tiger Knee on Ryozan in neutral. I think is really strong against Jago as well. So I opted to go Hisako here instead of going straight to Fullgore. I know Veneno also has a Fullgore, so I'm trying to force that counter pick because of how comfortable I was in the Fullgore mirror. I really wanted to give that a try. I had a pretty dominant first round here. He had a couple of good breaks early on, and he's gonna... Oh, excuse me, that's not the part where it trades, but he does get the DP there, and he's gonna start building some health back, but not if I have anything to say about it. Hisako's control and neutral is so good against Jago. Little drop combo there, that's okay. Doesn't really matter. Her buttons are just so oppressive against a character like Jago. He has a hard time really fighting back in general. I got the first life bar, despite any health regeneration. And there is that Tiger Knee on Ryozan. I'm going to rewind it real quick to show you guys. That Tiger Knee on Ryozan is a very important part of the matchup. So, right at the start here, pushing back with on Ryozan like that, spaces myself out where Jago's really, his only option is like, I don't know, wind kick, a risky fireball, something like that. And it spaces me out perfectly to whiff punish that standing heavy punch with the TK on Ryozan. So I love using on Ryozan in this matchup. You're not looking to confirm combos as much as you're looking to push Jago back into a range that's very uncomfortable for him. So you just do that until you put yourself in an advantageous situation, and now look, he's in danger already. He's got that second instinct. I've got all the time in the world to just take advantage of him. Punish the fireballs with the on Ryozan in the air. I waited because although I was 0 there and I could have maybe command grabbed him, I was wondering if he was going to DP there, and I just wanted to wait to see what the response was going to be. He was also patient. He is going to get some life regeneration here. Try to check him with the medium kick, but he jumped out of the way. And a quick little light breaker always feels pretty good. Get those. Punish that. Good break on the lights. Veneno's breaks were fantastic this day. And the first jab you'll see whiffed here. This was supposed to be the first shadow influence. And I'm glad I didn't get it because, as you can see, he whiffs a crouching medium kick. And that probably would have stuffed my shadow influence. I feel like that probably would have hit me out of it. So I'm kind of grateful for that input error there. But I do get the shadow command grab. That is 16%, 15% with guts. I was going to say 15, yeah. And that was the first round. So the Hisako pick worked, and now I'm up 1-0, which means I have the counter pick advantage moving forward if he decides that that's something he wants to do. But he stayed with Jago. He's going to try to tough it out. Start out with a command grab, a little bit of a risky kind of start, but let's see how it works. So I get the command grab reset off the light auto doubles. Another great Hisako strategy. Going for resets is one of the strongest things you could do in this game. I get the counter hit with the crouching medium punch, and I OS'd it with the wrath meter behind it. Every time you see me use a meaty crouching medium punch when my wrath meter is full, I am using quarter circle forward all 3 punches. Now what that does is, if he DPs and my crouching medium punch is not active on his hitbox, or his hurt box rather, like colliding with it, it transfers into a parry animation. So I will be essentially looking to punish the DP if he goes for the DP. If he blocks, I get the crouching medium punch. He could backdash it, though, and punish the parry. The crouching medium punch will turn into the parry. He'll backdash, and he will be able to punish there. But I went for the 66%. We get to confirm off that into a level 4. Go for the hard knockdown ender again. Doesn't give him instinct, and we're going to loop the situation again. He knew I was going to land in the front that time. That was good awareness on that DP. Pushing him back with the Onryozan. Went for the mind game, went for the frame trap into the command grab. Counter hit him with that crouching medium kick. Crouching medium kick was the name of the game for Hisako in this matchup here. Big punish on the wind kick. Big guest break. That allows me to end the combo with the wall splat. Get better positioning in between rounds instead of ending it with the damage ender. Round start DP, I'm fine with that. And I guessed wrong here. This is fine. He's not gaining any life. He's at full life, right? Get some good damage off this. I'm going to break the medium on reaction. I'm going to be able to pop my instinct off this. And I think I get, yep, caught the pre-jump frames. Going to punish the DP. Go for a little bit of instinct swag. I drop the combo because, you know, it just happens. Gets a confirm off the light. That was pretty fortunate for him. And I react to the heavy linker. That standing medium kick, excuse me, standing heavy kick is crucial too for Hisako. I saw I had pretty good spacing for it, so I swing with that. And that is a great button to use when you have a bar of meter. It is +6 on block, which means you could frame trap with your standing medium punch afterwards. And if you have a bar of meter and they decide to respect your frame trap afterwards, you could shadow influence for 16%. So it is a pretty good move to use at that spacing. You got opened up after the +6. Got counter hit. And I'm going to get some big damage here off this wall splat. Went for a low reset, but I missed my confirm into Shadow on Ryozan. And he's going to break the shadow here. He has no instinct to work with just yet, so he's not going to be gaining any life just yet. He does try to frame trap me with the heavy wind kick into the Shadow Fireball. I punish the dash cancel. I was ready for it. I hit him with the influence. And we're gonna apply that again. Went for the counter hit again, and he notices that I had less than 50% wrath, so he's gonna be able to punish that. I didn't get the mind game. The shadow counter was fantastic on his end. I should have been a little bit more careful, but ultimately, not too big a deal. He's gonna get a little bit of life back, but I mean, one more touch might be all I need to win the game here. So he's got the instinct. I get one shadow influence here. I still have bar for another one, and another one's definitely gonna kill. So I expect that he's gonna be a little bit more patient here. Now, okay. So we got him to block. He was patient, and the standing heavy kick sets up the shadow influence once again. Like I said, she controls the screen really well against Jago, so I like that matchup a lot. I feel very comfortable with it, and I was like, let's just start out with this and see how it goes. And we forced the switch, so here we go. We're going back to character select, and this is a pretty tough matchup. I knew my chances of winning this were pretty low. I was going to be as aggro as possible, as early as I could to start the aggression. Off the backdash with the possession, but if you let Fullgore out, which he gets out with DP, and I try to wake up influence to see what his meaty timing looked like, he did get the forward heavy punch, and now we're kind of in a rough spot. Fullgore has the entire screen to work with. The teleports are really good. Medium laser is a very good tool here. The fireballs. Got the unfortunate spacing on that Shadow Aura, so I wasn't able to actually get a good punish. And there's the medium laser just controlling the screen. Super good against Hisako. DP trades with the Onryozan. I was talking about that earlier. He's going to use the Shadow Eye lasers to push me back. DP reaction. This is just, it's very difficult for Hisako to do anything. As you guys know, obviously I play Fullgore. I really like this matchup with him a lot. I knew I was going to have to deal with this at some point. I didn't think Veneno was going to go 3 straight games with Jago, but I wanted to force him off the Jago because I wanted to fight the Fullgore. So I was scared to parry there. I didn't want to take the risk that he would counter hit me with Blade Dash. But he does get the opening anyway into some really fast damage. But I did find a whiff punish there with the crouching medium kick, and I'm going to try to kill here. I was hoping for a level 2. Level 1, not enough to get the kill. And he's going to DP again. He just let all the DPs rip. I should have been looking to OS the DP a little bit more as Hisako, but I was looking more for backdashes because I know Fullgore players tend to backdash quite a bit. And Hisako has great ways of catching backdash as well. He had a great counter breaker there. Goes for damage here. I like it. Level 4, and that pushes me into danger. So I kind of need a Hail Mary here. Start out with the command grab, looking to go for some resets. Try to get this damage built up. He didn't even let me go for the reset. Gonna hit him out of the air here. Dash up. DP again. Everything is just a DP, and whiff punishes the medium with the blade dash. So he played that the way he needed to get the win. It was hard for me to really get anything going. It happens. So with that said, that pushes me back to character select myself. I didn't want to try to stick it out with that matchup. There's nothing to prove there. And I have 2 games to work with here. So he's up 1 game now. I only need 1 game to win. I'm just going to go straight for the mirror. I feel like this is what people wanted to see, but this is also what I'm comfortable with. I could have went Mira here. I could have went a few different characters, but ultimately, I feel like the Fullgore mirror is something I'm probably more comfortable with than anybody else. So I went for it, and it doesn't go how you think it would. So got my regular toy robot, troll robot look here. Start the round with the grab because that's a really strong option. And we start the mix early. He avoids the cross-up low. That was good of him. Now he sets up his own. Bit of pressure here. We trade DPs. Took some risks against Veneno because I wanted to see how he would respond. I definitely played riskier against him than I normally would have, but I really wanted to test him. I wanted to see the capabilities of Veneno. It's a big lockout conversion here. Gonna go for some hard knockdown here, level 4. And he's gonna build pips into a counter breaker, and they scream so loud that like it just murdered my eardrums. So hey, it happens. This is a good moment for him. Put that in the highlight. Put that in the highlight reel, Veneno. So we get the throw into the corner. Steal my turn with the DP after the blade dash. -2 into DP. I love it. I'm going to be able to shadow counter this and get the punish. And he locks out on the mediums, which allows me to build up some spin speed in between rounds. Doing it as fast as I can so I can get that pip. And now we have a meter to work with for the next round. Tie here, tie in life. Pretty much tied up on resources. He has 2 meters though. But I do spend the 1 to get the mind game here into the hard knockdown, get the throw, and let the mix begin. Throw him back into the corner. Gonna DP that. Yep. He's got the instinct activated, so I want to try to do as much damage during his instinct as possible to waste as much of it as possible. Go for the setup here. That was a safe fireball. Pretty tricky stuff. Get the lockout here on the medium again. And I feel like if he didn't guest break there and I wasn't able to extend for all that damage, he would have been able to survive that combo possibly and would have had another chance to try to beat me. But the lockout conversion was all I needed. So that's why you pay attention to your combos, kids. Make sure that you extend properly and get as much damage as you can in between rounds. Alrighty, getting into our next set that I played here in top 8 is Winners Finals against Time to Duel. This was another good one. Duel is a fantastic player, of course. Con-Ra, probably the best Con-Ra in the game. This is one of his worst matchups. Fullgore absolutely controls Con-Ra in a way that no other character does. But Duel plays the matchup fantastically. So we're going to see how this goes here. Not as dominating as I would have liked it to be. The dominance was not asserted. He fought very well, got a throw round start, and Con-Ra getting that throw round start is a nightmare for any character, because the curse lasts longer from the throw than it does from the Scorpion Sting, so you are debuffed longer. I did get the anti-air DP round start, but I have to be careful because if he blocks stuff when I'm cursed, that leaves me at disadvantage, and he can actually punish me. It's no longer safe if I'm cursed, so I can only really swing with safer stuff like my jab or maybe even my medium kick. But outside of that, it's everything else is punishable. I have to be careful. I lose a lot of my good tools. I played the blade dash mind game a lot against this Con-Ra, and that was a fantastic shadow counter. I went for it early to make sure that he knew how to do it because I wanted to represent the tool. You'll see a lot of jab checks and a lot of safe stuff early on. Throw again. That curse is just so annoying to deal with. I got a very lucky blade dash. That could have been very bad for me. There's the blade dash again. I was hoping the curse was going to be gone by then. Whenever you see me blade dash with the curse on me, it's usually either I'm taking the risk or I'm hoping it's going to be gone by the time it actually connects. But I get hit by that a lot. Go for the DP to chip him out, and I feel like that was the way to go there. He tries to go for the anti-air clutch because he saw the jump, but I decided to play the mind game, and I spent the bar on the anti-air. Or not the anti-air, but the air lasers, rather. Get the conversion off of the heavy laser, and that's something I really like against most characters these days. Going for meaty heavy laser, because the blade dash cancel makes it pretty much safe. Gets a big confirm here, gets the punish on the DP. And now he's going to get an unblockable sand into a setup hard knockdown. That was a nasty super dash cross-up. First time I got hit by that. You'll see it plenty of other times. It's a pretty tricky thing. Going to punish that, and that was a big mistake for me. If he sand splodes there on this setup, which is something you'll see again, I should not try to punish with heavy blade dash like I do, because it doesn't. Instead, punish with heavy laser, and if I have a pip, I could teleport over to him and punish. I forgot that about this set, about this matchup. It's been a while since I fought a good Con-Ra, and just something I haven't practiced in a while. I'm usually busy practicing for Arya and Rash. Extend the lockout here, get him into danger, and we're going to apply some pressure up close. That fireball was an input error, and he got a punish on it. Thankfully, I was able to break. That Shadow DP was totally an accident. I'm not sure how that happened, but I actually anti-aired the cross-up with the Shadow DP. And we whiff punished the Shadow counter attempt. He mistimed it, and we get the Blade Dash for the kill. So we had a couple of fortunate instances. Better character than Conra overall. So I think that kind of helped in this set quite a bit. And now you're going to see the beginning of the counterpick war that happened here in Winners Finals. So Duel is also very proficient in other characters like Omen and Glacius. And he does decide to go to Omen here. Omen is probably my worst personal matchup. I probably have more trouble with Omen than I do with any other character in the cast. And it is a terrible matchup for Fullgore. Era. So I really don't like using either of those characters against Omen at all. I think it's really difficult to deal with. So it's tricky. So we get the Omen pick here, and the Omen pick is annoying. I don't like this matchup. The flying is really hard to deal with. His wake-up options are actually pretty good against Fullgore because Fullgore doesn't have any low-profile options to deal with Orda. So I have to kind of guess between Orda and backdash if I'm not safe jumping. And if I'm safe jumping, I'm losing a lot of my good Fullgore mix. The character becomes weaker if I have to rely on safe jumps. I feel that's the same way with the Spinal matchup too. But anyways, we have the Omen matchup here. He's going for a lot of safe stuff. He's not overcommitting. Missed my overhead there. That could have been a pretty good opening if he had got hit by that. He whiffed a counter breaker too. That lets me know that, hey, he's really getting oppressed by these breaks. So I know the breaks are working. I want to keep breaking. I want to keep the oppression session going. Broke that light linker. All of Omen's linkers are very easy to react to, so if you're ever in a guest break situation, you kind of don't have to. That doesn't stop me from locking out on the character and getting counter broken and stuff like that. So as you see here, he's just going to go for the meaty slide, and he could have got a lot more off that, but it is what it is. Get the throw in between, and we went for a full screen setup into Instinct. Try to keep it safe, and I did not confirm that counter hit. Some rough stuff here. Really trying to play around his wake-up game. That Shadow form is super good for him, and he could have punished that, but he mistimed it. Or he missed the input, rather. And there's that fly. Yeah, it's so good. It's so hard for Fullgore to deal with. Anti-air Blade Dash is not very good in this matchup. Anti-air DP is good if you have the right spacing for it, and I got very lucky with that forward heavy punch. I don't know how it didn't get clipped by the Orda on the other side. Just got pretty lucky there. So, we got the life bar, but our meter is not where we need it to be. We need full pips for this matchup because we need that mobility. But we also need to spend pips to make things happen, so it's pretty tough for Fullgore. He does break the heavy auto doubles, and I remember trying to counter break there, but it just didn't work. Got a rare lock. Those broke the light linker on reaction. Got the confirm here, going for a setup, but I dropped my combo. The nerves were starting to set in because I was like, I don't want to go down to 1-1 against Omen, because I really wasn't sure of what I was going to do if I lost. So we get him into Instinct area here. He blocks the pressure, but he does find a counter hit slide, and I missed. Ah, man. I thought that was a light. I really thought those were lights, and I thought I heard lights. I was using my nice Xbox headset, and I thought they were lights, but they were mediums, and I had to hold that. So that left me thinking about it for a little while. So we'll see here. I'm in thought, and I wasn't really sure of what to do because I don't have a because I don't really know that there is one. He has a few like 4/6s that are like kind of tough, but they're all winnable. I think Arbiter comes to mind. I think Idol comes to mind, but I really was just like, well, his pocket Omen is good enough to beat my Fullgore because it's a bad matchup. But how well can he play Omen against my pockets that are also good characters like Fullgore that don't lose to Omen? So I decided to play the best character in the game. I went to Rash. I've never used Rash in tournament before, but I do play Rash. If you know anything about me, I play the entire cast. I can play every character in the game pretty proficiently. Counterpicked, but I have to make decisions based off of the players that I'm playing and the characters they're using. So I thought Rash would be a pretty good pick for Duel's Omen here. So I went with Rash, and we have a pretty corner right away. And we start some nastiness here. This is pretty rough for Omen. He's in the corner. Rash has great ways to deal with his wake-up options. He's just a super oppressive character. Big drop there from him. That was unfortunate. Get the throw again. This is what Rash does. Bait the Orda. Make it super hard to break. Easy damage. Big lockout into a throw reset. And that was 12 seconds. And Fullgore can't do it like Rash can. So, we're off to a pretty good start here. I tried to space out a Wrecking Ball there. It didn't come out. We're going to break that on reaction. There's the Wrecking Ball, but it wasn't... it didn't connect because of the Shadow Form. Gets the anti-air there. He locks out a bar, but I still have the other one. We're just going to waste this instinct timer a little bit. And if he's going to send fireballs, that's cool. I'm just going to eat some. Fine by me. He'll get some meter. No problem. He has to guess. Counter breaker. This is going to be a lot of free damage. We're going to take him into level 4. We're going to optimize this a little bit. And we're going to try to kill him before he gets the instinct activation. And he goes for a counter breaker. And that killed him. That was the match. That was a tournament match that happened in Winners Finals. So the Rash pick ended up being like one of the best things I could have done. And I was very happy about that. I was very satisfied. It felt very good to play Rash in tournament. The Rash worked really well. He does go back to Conra, and this is actually probably even a worse matchup, but he is more comfortable as a Conra main with that character. So even though the character's lower on the tier list than Omen is, he's a Conra main first and foremost, so he's going to be naturally more comfortable here. My Rash wasn't where I wanted it to be. I'm going to try to polish him up a little bit more, but I did do pretty well here if I recall correctly. So the Conra pick comes out. He's got the Submariner outfit on. We dash up. We stick to the same game plan that we had before. We get an early lockout. I'm like, oh, this is great. If I don't have to go back to Fullgore, I'll just stay on this Rash pick. If I win with this and go to Grand Finals with Rash, I don't even need to use Fullgore against Duel anymore. This is great. Get some good damage here, but a couple of missed opportunities, and now he's at a good spacing. I have to be careful. And there's the throw. And things start to kind of crumble here. Because this is where things get kind of rough for Rash. I don't want to get thrown again, but I do get counter hit for trying to tech the throw. And then this is a rough setup to deal with. I got locked out on that light because I mistimed the break. Now I'm in a bad situation. Got the Scorpion tail up, super annoying. Gets the command grab. Gonna try to curse me again. Jumping is a scary idea, but I have to give it a try, and he's ready for it because he's dual. He's just super ready for all these options. I try to go for the Shadow Boot here. Went for a break opportunity on the lights. I do get it. The Wrecking Ball works. Got the bike out, and this is just going to be a whiff punish. Yep, he was ready for it. He's going to probably, yeah, he's going to put it at the sand. He could have also cursed me, but he didn't want to waste the instinct timer. So he sand explodes in my face, avoids the bike. I get the Shadow Boot. And now we have him in the corner again, but he could sand explode. I got to be careful. Just looking for anything. I do find the heavy kick, and I confirm for the kill. So he's got that sand out. I got to be aware of that. He can sand explode at any time. I don't want to get thrown, but I do get anti-air there, and I'm going to break immediately on the medium doubles. Anti-air with the medium punch is so effective, and now we're in a bad spot again. This is where I start to panic. I should have been a little bit more patient here. He didn't have any sand up. I got command grabbed. There's the bugs, heavy, unbreakable into a heavy. And then I dropped my punish there. I could have gotten a way better punish. But we do have a good opportunity here. Gonna try to go for a little bit of extra damage. Let's see what he does. He just waits. And I thought I had instinct here. I did not have instinct to make the Shadow Boot safe. He's gonna get the corner positioning that he needs. I break the medium on reaction. And that was what killed me right there. That Scorpion tail. I don't have meter to avoid here. And the air-to-air with the bugs. Yeah, so... I should have been a little bit more patient. I had, how much time on the clock when I got killed? 43 seconds. I had some time to work with. I could have been a little bit more patient there. And I should have probably been a little bit more aggressive when he didn't have sand out. But he has great reactions. He reacted to each situation pretty well, I'd say. And the curses are pretty much was the reason why I died there. So I got to clean up my Rash a little bit. Never thought I'd have to say that. As the counterpick war has begun, obviously I go back to Fullgore. I've already beaten his Conrad with Fullgore once, so we're going to try it again here. Doesn't go as well as the first match did, in my opinion, but we do get a good start here. He is going to set up bugs, and he got sand. I'm just going to teleport out of the way now. I don't want to deal with any of this, but he does open me up low. I'm going to break it right away. He wasn't counter-breaking his lights. Get rid of those bugs right away. Find a jump in. Try to make it hard to break, but he broke the lights on a pretty good reaction there. Breaking my lights again, and now I can sense some fear. I'm going to break the heavy bugs because I see how slow they are. Got the anti-air blade dash that was really nice, and now I have the corner, so I want to keep the pressure up here. He doesn't have sand, he doesn't have any kind of resources. I should have anti-aired that, but I really just want to keep him in the corner and not let him breathe in this matchup. I didn't want him to get sand out. Backdash that, still got to punish. Wasn't optimal, but you got to take what you can get when you're in a tournament situation. Am I going to force the instinct pop here? Yes, I am, and now he's got to guess. Punish the sand, but the explosion on the ground still hit me. Break that on reaction again, baby. I'm just breaking everything. The breaker game was what won me a lot of these matches here. Guessed wrong on the medium, and now we get some spin speed for free. Instinct is gone, but he still has sand out, and he still has meter, so he's not in a terrible position. But I want to keep the corner. I can keep the corner. I can keep a lot of momentum here. He super jumped on wake up. Look how fast this was, guys. I knock him down. He's on the sand, and I mistime my meaty. All I had to do was meet him a little bit better. I guessed on the light. I was hoping that I could blade dash away, and I do, but he's got the curse again. Pull my turn with the DP. Get the overhead hit confirm. Now he's in harm's way here. But he woke up because he knew I was trying to shimmy him. Woke up crouching medium kick, and he caught me walking backwards, which catches the... Oh, I got caught by the low. He's a genius. I break the heavy on reaction, because why wouldn't I? If I get counter broken at this point, whatever. You know, I have a pretty sizable lead, and the throw kills me. That sucks because the curse carries over into the next round. So not great for me here. But I do get the cross-up punish here. I have to end that combo right away because I want to just get this going. And if I had known that that crouch jab was going to actually connect the way that it did here, look at this. Would you say that this jab is reaching Conrad right now? It didn't look like it, but clearly... Fullgore's got some privilege on his crouching light punch, because I could have confirmed that into a lot of damage. Wasn't ready for it, didn't get it. He's got the instinct going, I gotta lock him down. Here comes the buzz that actually comboed in between the breaker here. That was unblockable, and I was able to break again. Insanity. Totally did that on the fly. I get the timing lockout, and I'm like, oh, thank God I can extend with meter, and I just get the kill based off that. So GG's in winners finals, and on to grand finals. So Duel makes it back to me in grand finals. He made it back to me. He beat Leo Sensei, and now we get our run back here. Starts out the way he started out the first set with the curse. I am on the winner's side, so he has to beat me in 2 sets to reset the bracket and then also win the tournament. I didn't want to break there because I thought in my head, okay, he knows I've been breaking a ton. I'm going to chill out a little bit and see how he reacts to that. He misses his confirm here, and I can jab check that. It is my turn after I block the Shadow Whirl. He's off to a great start, though. Got a good lead. Got a good situation here. I did get the anti-air, though. That's where things kind of started getting messy for him, because now he doesn't have sand. I try to go for a counter breaker of my own, because I noticed he was breaking a lot as well. And we're just going to teleport out of the way, and I was hoping that curse would be gone by then, and it just wasn't. I'm bad at counting it. That's not enough to kill, but he's just going to go for the instant overhead. And why not? You know, it's pretty easy damage. My instinct is still going. I want to make sure that I get another one, which I am going to. Good blocks on the overhead. Reacted to the overhead offline. That's nuts. Caught him low. Went for the overhead reset again, trying to get that little bit of extra damage off the reset, and it ended up costing me. I got hit confirm. And I got very lucky there. Could have got counter broken for a ton of damage. That could have been really bad. Breaks the heavy on reaction. He's breaking like a god now. Avoid the throw at all costs. Yeah, don't want to get thrown in that situation. And the juggle off the launcher ender not only gives me a lot of spin speed here to get that meter that I need, but it also gave me the kill. So very, very good stuff. Get the throw here. That starts all my mix. We're going to see what happens here. Get the throw again. No sand available, so he cannot sand explode. Crouching light, confirm in the corner. No instinct just yet. No sand. Got the lockout. He got the guest break. And we're just going to get as much damage as we can here. Push him into danger. One touch is all I need. And we're going to try to chip him out here. Shadow gives him the opening that he needs. Very good. Now he's going to push me towards the corner. He's got instinct. Cross up. I was not ready for it. He's not going to build the meter here just yet. He could have killed me. He could have actually killed me if he had used that meter. It would have been a mind game on a counter breaker, probably. That would have been this deciding factor, but ultimately, I survive, and I got an anti-air to win the game. So that was pretty cool, I guess. Game number 2, he's going right back in with Conra. He doesn't want to do the counterpick war thing again because he feared the Rash pick. So I'm up 1 game. They gave the game to the wrong person on the scoreboard. It is what it is. Tournaments are hard. Fighting games are hard. But I'm up 1-0, and he's got Sand out. And I want to get as much momentum as I can early on. I don't want to let him get anything started here with Conra. It's just super annoying for any character. He could have broken that, but he chose not to. He has Instinct available now, so I gotta be careful, but I'm going to try to extend as much as I can. And he got very unlucky there that actually didn't combo, and it sent me full screen. Finds his way in. I mistimed that light breaker, even though I knew it was coming, and now he gets a free opportunity for a setup, and this is bad for me. Instinct is gone, and I try to DP through, but he gets the curse. And that was probably the best punish he could have done. And you'll see here, I try to not blade dash as much, and I try to rely on things like crouching medium kick and crouching light punch, because it's a lot harder for Conrad to try to punish stuff like that. That's a lot safer. So, throw me out of my laser there. That's pretty bad for me. I gotta be careful. I try to blade dash that crouching medium punch. It did not work. And I'm gonna teleport away there because I didn't want to get punished for doing the Shadow Fireball. It is punishable by itself. So I teleported away, and this is just gonna chip me out. And he does get the Scorpion out as well. So I'm in a little bit of a pickle here. I have to deal with the bugs. I gotta deal with the Scorpion. Scorpion's gone. I chipped him out. And now we tie things up. But I have no resources. I don't have Instinct yet. And I only have 1 pip to work with, which with Fullgore sometimes is all you need. Desperately don't want to get thrown. I know he's going for the throw a lot. Conra's throw is got to be one of the best in the game. No breaks here. I do get the wall splat, and I went for the low reset, but he was ready for it. He's got great defense. Duel, one of the best defensive players in the game, and that's what makes him such a strong Conra too, because the defense just ties right in super well. I do get the punish here with 2 jump medium kicks. And I want to end it right away because 1 touch is all I need. Go for the throw reset. And I'm going to go for the setup again because I was like, hey, it worked last time. If it's not broke, don't fix it. So we ended up getting the kill with that. And that put us in a 2-0 situation. So now he has to reverse 3-0 me if he wants to reset the bracket. In the last game, he does stick with the Conra pick. He does not go back to Omen at all for the set. He has to win 3 straight with Conra if he wants to beat me. I go low. I keep the pressure up. There's no sand out. I get the whiff punish, but I had a lot of big drops here, as you can see. 2-0 situation. The nerves were starting to set in. I'm like, oh my god, let's just get this over with. Let's kill him. And I got a little overzealous. Great air to air. His reactions were on point, all set as far as reacting in neutral and doing the right things at the right times. It's the command grab here. Scorpion here is a problem. I got to be careful not to get counter poked by it. Oh, man, so much pressure. I do get opened up low and cursed. I somehow interrupt the Scarabs there. I don't know how I did that. And again, I try to go for that punish. No good. Didn't break anything here. I thought I smelt the counter breaker. I thought some of that stuff was a little obvious. But he is going to be safe here. Yeah, +1. And then I thought he was going to Sandsplode. He went for the throw, and that was a bad situation to be put in. Now I'm cursed. He tried to whiff punish me, but he can punish that for free. And I'm just going to break, because I don't want to be cursed. It sucks. Wake up super dash. And I hesitated on the breaker there. That lockout cost me a lot of damage here. I'm going to get cursed for that as well. I teleport right away. He could have punished that. I got lucky with a couple raw teleports that are unsafe. Teleport into the bugs. This is just all downhill right now. Shadow Whirl is invincible to throws, and I get the lockout. He could have killed me, but he wasn't ready for it, and now I'm in danger. I kind of just chalked this one up as a loss at this point, but I'm like, meh, let's play it out. We'll see how we can do. We never give up. So round start, I get the anti-air. I want to go for something here. He just Sandsplodes. Is what it is, you know. Sometimes that just happens. So now we're still up 2, but it's 2-1. So I gotta tighten things up here. I can't afford to keep getting cursed. The curse is the big thing. I go to character select here because I did think about the Rash pick, but I really was just like, no, because I didn't actually beat his Rash with Conra. I just got close, and I didn't want to take any unnecessary risk. So I stayed Fullgore here. I felt like, you know what, I've already gone this far with the character. He's got to beat it 2 more times. That's going to be a lot harder for him than beating the Rash that he's already beaten. So I stuck with the character that I've been playing for 9 years or whatever, and I decided to stick it out. So he's got to try to beat me 2 more times if he wants to reset the bracket. And I have to avoid the curses. The curses are the big thing, right?
He's got to do a little more now. He's got to work a little bit harder. A whole lot harder.
Man, these load times are terrible, too. That is playing on like an Xbox One or something crazy like that. So, good start for him again. I feel like every round start he had an advantage. He just made better reads at round start than I did. Goes for the super jump cross up, and I block it this time. Very good.
Oh, wow, that nearly anti-aired. It should have been right. It was the right call.
Oh, these drops confirms, man. I was so nervous. I don't know why. All right. Puts me in a bad situation, but I get away from it, and it ended up being a better situation than it possibly could have been. It could have been a lot worse. We have some pressure now. He's going to punish the dash-up throw with the whirl, and now he can kill me, but he dropped it, so I'm just going to react and block. I'm going to wait, steal my turn here. He's got the sand up. He woke up crouch medium kick in the hopes that he'd catch the shimmy again, but I waited for it that time. Try to avoid that throw at all costs. That's crucial. See the medium. I'm going to break it on reaction. I'm going to go for a little bit of a side switch here. And I get the DP again. Wake up super dash again, man. It's so good. Break the heavy on reaction. Could have counter broke me there and killed me, but I broke the heavy. And there's the sand again. That jump heavy kick is so annoying. That throw is very annoying. And he's just going to kill me here. And he's going to apply another curse, which is probably the right thing to do. You want to keep me cursed at all times, but man, does it suck to be on the receiving end. So I'm going to be super floaty and super slow. He's going to get a free air-to-air. I'm at a deficit right now. Gets a curse again, and at this point, I'm like super discouraged. So I go for the Shadow Blade Dash, and he actually ends up getting hit by it. I'm like, oh, sweet. I get free mix. So I charge a Blade Dash here, hoping the curse would be gone, and I'm like, how long does this thing last? I think it's like 6 seconds, which is just like way too long. And he backdashes the medium kick there, but I am going to get the anti-air and get the counter hit damage on that as well. So now it turns into a little bit of a scramble. He's got instinct. I've got instinct. I really don't want to get... Yeah, I didn't want to hold the throw, so he finds the low instead. This is rough. I have to be careful here. I get hit by the sand, actually. Kind of weird. Goes low. I avoid that, and I get a confirm off of my pips. Went for a reset, but he was ready for it. Go for that low. He blocked it. He already got hit by it once, and he blocked it. His defense is just phenomenal. Missed his anti-air. That's huge for me. And I get the counter breaker on the heavies. That's what I needed. But I made a huge mistake here. I didn't realize that I had meter. I could have killed him sooner. He gets the shadow here, and I have to be careful because I'm close to danger too. But I break the light, and that was what saved me here, and that set up the chip out opportunity. That's how it goes sometimes, folks.